Hi all and welcome to the midday roundup here on TCM. And as you can see on our main chart, the S&P 500 at the highs of the day up 0.5%. Very methodical and slow uptrending move here in the S&P today. Basically sitting at the highs of the day at 593 give or take, and then you can see this not a perfect channel, but let's call it an uptrending slow moving channel that sent now the target of this move should be 600. We are at 595, so basically we are 1% away from getting there. Now if we're talking about leadership today, you know, the market is up 0.5%. The Nasdaq is a little bit stronger. The Nasdaq is up 0.73. So if there is some leadership, it's coming on the Nasdaq side. On the S&P side, we have energy up. Let me see. Tesla joined the leaders today. Semiconductors are up 2%. That's why semiconductors are doing very well. So on the leading sector side, let me actually bring in the list and we can observe it together. This is the leadership of the stocks and the ETFs. So we have the clean energy, nice move here, up nearly 4%. We have, as you can see here, the XLE energy up 1.7. Obviously, the SMH, that's the leading semiconductor ETF, up 2%. That's thanks to Nvidia 3%. That's thanks to MU. Both of them, yes, a continuation from yesterday. I don't want to mention Hood. We talked about Robinhood so many times in the last couple of days that it is a great day trading stock. I don't want to repeat it. And the China is strong today. ExxonMobil. So you know, they are great movers, but not amazing movers, because again, we're not in the earnings season, and Robinhood is just broke over 71, on its way maybe back to the IPO price. The IPO was like 5 or 6 years ago. By that time, it went down 90%, and now it's making a big comeback. So we are at the highs of the day now. 15 minutes after 12. That's on the large cap side and the important stock side. If we're looking at the other side of the market, remember we talked about LIRA, CR. Let me bring in actually the list here, because this list was today very predictable on the. Let me see, yeah, up to DG. So it was very predictable up on the, let me post it again, hold on a second, guys. Very predictable on the gainer side. LIRA, that's therapeutics. CRDO, we talked about it, that's earnings. CRWV, that's an everyday occurrence. VG, I don't know why it's there, but it just is. And we have here SharpLink being crazy. I think it was at one point up 40% today. STR, a very good mover. FERG earnings, DG earnings. And there are so many, I mean, you cannot control them. But none of the mega movers is a leading stock. As much as I see right now, no, I don't see anything here. On the negative side, well, there is only one stock in double digit on the negative side. That's Pony. Let's call it a small cap. SOC, I think it's in the energy sector, I'm not sure. And there are stocks down 5-7, but nothing spectacular. Obviously, the market moving up, and those spectacular moves in CRDO and SBT and Lira and DG and FERG are those stocks that you should continue following. Again, nothing is great when you buy it at the highs of the day. We're going to review very few stocks in a minute and see if there are still good trading opportunities late in the day. And that's on the positive side. On the negative side, nothing amazing at this point. And PONY, Pony, I don't think it's shortable, but we'll check about it later. Hold on a second. What the hell? Okay, let's move. For some reason I cannot delete now this. Okay, here it is. Okay, fine. So we are at the highs of the day. Let's go with the Robinhood. I talked about it so much. Let's see how Robinhood should have been day traded. I'm moving back to the 2-minute bars, and let me eliminate this pre-market, because who cares about the pre-market in individual stocks. So you can see over the last 24 hours, this gap over 70, a small consolidation, and then a clean move over 70. That's the business of Robinhood, not doing it very clean, but you can see this move from 70 and now at almost 72. Now, what was the risk on this trade? Assuming you enter at 70, I have to say that the risk here was at least looking at two options. Either you risk very little and try to take the trade with this VWAP support level, or at least I would say 40 to 50 cents. So again, not a lot of risk, but definitely some risk. That can be countered by the amazingly strong daily chart, the momentum in the stock. The stock is, has very good correlation with the market, and when the market moves higher, Robinhood, which is actually a financial services stock, not necessarily a technology stock, is doing very well. So that's regarding a potential entry point and the move higher here in Robinhood. Not suggesting obviously any new trades right now. If you want to look at another big mover today, that's Dollar General, which gapped 9 or 10% at the open, and this is how it looked intraday. So again, in the first minutes, it actually moved up already over 107, on its way to 112, now pulled back. As you can see, the 110 reversal entry was a good entry as much as I consider it. And this is a $100 stock, so you cannot find and also a bit spread. You can see the spreads here in DG. The volume is very good. Volumes are now between 10 and 20 cents. Now it's 12, but again, those are not really tight spreads despite the big uptick in volume. And the stock is at I don't know if it is at all-time highs, at 111 right now, but definitely at the highs of the year by any means. And that's a surprise, taking into account a stock that should have been I don't want to say burned, but on the list of getting some heat over Trump's tariffs. It's not happening. So I don't know where they're buying, what they're doing, but they're doing probably the right thing. So that's regarding DG and Robinhood. Again, if we're looking for new trades right now, if the market is going to pull back, actually I would love to see a short play coming out. Let me take a look again at SOC. First time I'm checking it today. Let's see if there is anything to work with here in SOC. My platform is a bit slow. Oh shit. Okay, so this is definitely a breakdown. Awesome news, intraday news. This huge volume bars coming out of nowhere. Obviously, there weren't earnings today, as much as I know, and I think I know because I was watching over the list. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, SOC with this huge move lower. Um, that's not something that you can trade. I mean, who's watching SOC? On the other hand, Pony, and this is a stock that at least on some platforms won't be available to short. Let me post it here in the room. PONY. That's a small cap now at $16. I don't know exactly what's the business of PONY. Is it energy or is it related to AI? Not sure exactly what it's doing, but it was a great mover coming from the lows of the year, which were $5, near to over 20 in 2 weeks, and now the sell-off is coming in. You can see, guys, why I said it's not shortable, at least on some platforms. You can see this S short no, so no shorts available, at least on some of the platforms. It may be available on other platforms. Again, people here are trading various platforms, and maybe Pony is not shortable on some platforms. It can be shortable on others. Anyway, the big move happened in this stock very early in the morning. You can see this move here in the first half an hour. Now it sits basically and moves sideways, and again you can see, guys, the power of the VWAP, where a weak stock is being sold off. In this case it was either the round number or the VWAP where the sellers took over and brought the stock down. And again, if anybody's in this trade, the target is clearly the lows of the day, and the risk is should be covered here above 15. Again, keep in mind this is a volatile stock and can move very fast at times. Today it's selling off sharply. So that's with regard to downside movers. Actually, I want to show a good one. I just don't have an idea here. I mean, most of the downside movers are down 4%, 2%. That's nothing really interesting here. Let me look again. Let's see CLBR. Okay, a $15 stock that's down. CLBR down 10%. Normally we like to trade bigger numbers, but let's see if there's some volatility here. Wow. Okay, there is something to work here. A bit spready, and the volume is okay. So a big sell-off. Why is it showing 5-minute bars? Okay, that's CLBR. I moved it back to 2-minute bars. So a big sell-off bar in the morning session. I don't know if it was triggered by any news or anything like that, and delivered a very nice move here at 15.50. Like I said, a bit spready for a $15 stock, but the volume is good. Should be watched for more downside. Like I said, the good entry was this 15.50, risking 35 cents. So again, a bit steep for a $15 stock. 35 cents is more than 2% on this trade, not including the spreads. We'll come back later on. Again, the market is moving very consistently higher, but very slowly. For new trades long, I would suggest waiting for a pullback and not necessarily buying anything at the highs of the day. That's it for our midday roundup. Thanks a lot for being here with us. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video later on at the close.